Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel and another video. Today we have some Madden, and this is a brand new series we're going to kick off. It's going to be Los Angeles Chargers franchise. Now, they're not the worst team in Madden by any means, but I figure this could be a fun team to kind of rebuild. This video is just kind of an introduction. We're just going to go over the roster. No games will be played today, and then the next episode we'll skip the preseason like they are in real life and go directly into week 1. Now, to make this fairly realistic as far as like number of plays and stuff like that goes, we're going to go to 11 minutes and then make the minimum play clock time 20. I just feel like that's going to be the best for clock management and stuff like that. Also, we're going to go all pro rather than all Madden, just because all Madden I feel like is just borderline unplayable in any way. Just because the players are just bad and the CPU seems better than they should be. And then we'll mess with sliders, obviously, to try to make it as realistic as kind of possible. So that's what we're kind of rocking with. All right, let's go over the roster here for the Los Angeles Chargers. We're going to start the offensive line. The offensive line, honestly, isn't that bad, but the left side is very bad. Trey Pipkins is our left tackle. He's 23, but also a 62 overall and normal development. So we're going to want to probably find a better left tackle at some point. Forrest Lamp is here. He's got star development. He's also 26 and just a 68 overall there at left guard. Not really somebody we want to build around potentially. However, the center and the right side is decent at least, to say the least. Mike Pouncey is pretty good. He's an 80 overall, though he is going to start regressing here fairly quickly, just due to his age. Trey Turner here, not the Washington Nationals shortstop, but a much different looking Trey Turner is here. He's 27. He's got star development, though, at an 80 overall. And then at right tackle, we have Brian Bulaga. He's our best offensive lineman by far. The problem is going to be he's 31. Now, he's pretty good and does have star development, so hopefully he won't regress too hard, but we'll see. We'll see. He's a little bit on the older side, but he's pretty good at an 88 overall. Then at tight end here, we have really just 2 tight ends I would even consider playing here. The first tight end, the one we're going to start, is 25-year-old Hunter Henry, who is pretty good. He's got star development, 85 overall. He's more of a catching tight end than anything, which is actually going to be very helpful as we go over receivers after that. But Virgil Green is also here at a 71 overall. He's okay, not the best. He's a second tight end. You know, what are you going to do? For receivers, we have 2 good receivers. The first one's going to be Keenan Allen. He's a 91 with Superstar X Factor. He's got maximum security, obviously. Now, these are his attributes. He looks pretty good, obviously. He's one of the better receivers in the game there with Superstar X Factor. So we're going to probably be throwing to him kind of a lot just because he's pretty much our best receiver. The other guy we have over here at wide receiver number 2 is going to be Mike Williams. Mike Williams is fine. He's got star development. He's 25 years of age out of Clemson. He's fine. He's our number 2, and then the rest of the receiver class kind of terrible if we're being honest. Now we get to running back here. Before we get to our quarterback position, we have Austin Eckler. He's a running back. He's 25 years old, star development. Kind of looks like if E.T. mated with Emmitt Smith or something and made a football player, it would be Austin Eckler. Yeah, but Eckler's more of a speed back than anything, which should be fine. The problem is our left side of our offensive line just really isn't that good, so we're going to have to be running right a lot, which could get pretty predictable, I feel like. And then quarterback, we're in a pretty good spot. The Chargers just drafted Justin Herbert, who has hidden development. Obviously, I'm not going to look, even though I know we can. I legitimately don't know what his development is. I haven't played any with him. I haven't checked, so this will be a surprise to me as it is for you guys, and I'm not watching any Chargers franchise videos or rebuilds until we figure it out here together. But he's our best bet, realistically. He's a 70 overall. He's got 92 throw power, which is pretty good. He's just going to have to improve. He's just a 70 overall. He's a young quarterback behind an okay, not very good offensive line, I guess. He can run a little bit there with 82 speed, though he's not the fastest guy in the world. The backup is Tyrod Taylor. I guess if things go really, really south, we could go to the Tyrod Taylor route. I mean, he's Tyrod Taylor. You guys are gonna know what Tyrod Taylor's gonna do. He's a nice overall, nothing more than that really. And then Easton Stick is here as well as a third string quarterback, I guess. I don't know. Easton Stick really does nothing for me, but I guess we'll carry him because why not? Now, on the defense, we are looking a ton better than we are on the offense. We'll start with safety. Derwin James is a superstar X Factor safety. He's an 89 overall. He's just 24, so he is going to continue to improve. Now, we are saving a lot of money on him on cap right now, but when that comes up later down the road, that's going to be a pretty expensive contract, so we're going to have to figure out what to do with him. Joey Bosa is our other superstar X Factor there at kind of left end. He's decent, obviously. 91 overall, pretty young. He's really going to be a guy that's going to have to put some pressure on the quarterback for us. Our cornerbacking is actually in a pretty good spot. We have 3 pretty good cornerbacks that I'm comfortable with playing. Chris Harris is going to be our top cornerback. He's got superstar development. He is 31 though, so that is kind of on the older side. He's been around for a while, 9 years actually, which is pretty crazy. But we may look to maybe move him despite the fact he's our best corner. Casey Hayward is here. He's 30. He's good. He's also old. So our cornerbacking is in a good spot, but they're also old, which means they're going to regress fairly quickly. And then Desmond King is here. He's the youngest. He is an 88 overall and 25. So I think we're going to play Desmond King some significant snaps to get him up overall-wise, get him developed, just because the guys in front of him are on the older side. Our linebacking, not great, not the best. We do have Uchenna Nwosu. He's young, he's good, he's going to continue to develop, he's going to be very good. That's the one bright spot in our entire linebacking core. Denzel Perryman is not good. He's our middle linebacker because we don't have anybody else. He's 27. Normal development's not great. And then we have Nick Vigil, same boat. He's our outside linebacker because, again, we just don't have anybody else. We really just can't afford to run a 3-4 defense just because the linebacking is just so weak. But then we also do have, I believe it's Kenneth Murray. Yeah, Kenneth Murray here. He's 6'2", 21 years old, hidden development. We're going to play him some snaps just because I'd rather him get snaps than, like, Vigil. So he'll play some snaps as well. We also have Malik Jefferson, I believe. Yeah, he's fine. I remember him in Texas. Not the best, but he's fine. He's at least young. We got that going for us. Our defensive line is actually decent. We already went over Joey Bosa. We do have Melvin Ingram here at kind of right end as a team captain. Now, again, he's kind of old. He does have star development. He is an 88 overall. So we should be able to play him for a year, but he's going to start regressing here pretty quick. Same with Linval Joseph. Linval Joseph is an 85, but again, he is 31. It's not a great spot to be. Our defense is good. It's decent, but it's old. That's why I think this franchise is going to be pretty good. We have decent players. They're just kind of old, so it really is going to be kind of a rebuild and maybe move these guys to get draft picks, stuff like that, build through the draft. And then, of course, we have Jerry Tillery, 23 years old, out of Notre Dame. He's okay. Normal development kind of kills him, in my opinion, but he's fine, I guess. Yeah, and then besides that, there's nobody else in the defensive line to really get excited for, like Justin Jones, maybe. Like, he's young-ish. He's 24. Maybe he can just be a run eater or something. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen here. But that's kind of what we're looking at here. And then special teams will go over because why not? Ty Long out of UAB, and his face can looks horrifying. That is, they did not do a good job with Ty Long. I mean, look at Ty Long's face here, and then look at Ty Long's face here and tell me they did a good job on Ty Long, because that is the stuff of nightmare. And then we also have Michael Bagley, who I guess has got the same face scan thing going. I don't know. Like, these do not look like what they should, in my opinion. I mean, look at his face. Again, look at Michael Bagley's face. badly. Sorry, it's 3:30 in the morning for me right now. So this is just not a good time for me remembering how my brain and mouth works, I guess. But look at his face here, and then look at his face on the picture, and tell me that looks anything like it. Same with Tai Lon. Look at his face here, and then look at his face here. Like, they didn't even get the hair right. That is horrifying. As far as specialists go, the only thing I really want to change is to get Kenneth Murray some more snaps. We're going to move him up to be our sub linebacker. Everybody else is going to stay pretty much the same, which means rush left end is going to be Joey Bosa. I feel that makes the most sense based on he's our superstar X factor. He should be pretty good at getting to the quarterback. I think slot cornerback's probably fine. I don't know what I want to do with slot receiver just because I don't like any of these guys really. So I'll sit on that and I'll let you guys know in the next episode. But yeah, Kenneth Murray's got to play some more. He's going to be our sub linebacker. But yeah, that's going to pretty much do it for the video. Just kind of an announcement, quick go over the roster type thing, go over the settings, all that. Let you guys know what team we're doing. Like and subscribe if you guys made it to the end. And I will catch you guys in the next one.